All right, we're going to take a look at slopes of parallel lines in this first example. So a hill and a gondola line 20 feet above the ground that goes up the hill both have a slope of 1/2. What is the geometric relationship between the hill and the gondola line? So let's just make sense of the picture and then we'll address the question we're being asked. So this is the hill. It's going up the hill right here. We can see we have these posts going up from the hill, creating, this is our gondola line. And it said that the gondola line is 20 feet above the hill. So there's that 20 feet right there. We can put a coordinate plane. You can see we have an x-axis and a y-axis, and then relate this example to a coordinate plane and identify slopes and y-intercepts and equations of these two lines. So let's take a look at the hill first. Here's our hill. The y-intercept right here is at 0. So let's just make a note of that. The y-intercept of the hill is 0. Right here is the y-intercept of our gondola line. So the y-intercept of gondola line is at 20. Okay, we were told that both the hill and the gondola line have a slope of 1/2. So what that means is that the hill gains 1 foot of height for every 2 feet of horizontal distance. 1 foot of height, 2 feet of horizontal distance. 1 foot of height, 2 feet of horizontal distance. The same is true for the gondola line. It never gets any closer to the hill. So let's make a note of what these equations will be. The equation for the gondola, maybe I'll zoom in, I feel like I'm writing so small. So let's just remember equations of lines, y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. So we know the slope of both lines are 1/2, and right now we're focusing on the gondola line. It has a y-intercept of 20. So all we do is we plug in those values. Y equals our slope of 1/2 times x plus the y-intercept of 20. We can do the same thing. We can get an equation for our hill right here. We know the slope is 1/2 and we identified the y-intercept as 0. So the equation of the hill is y equals our slope 1/2 x plus our y-intercept of 0, and that actually just simplifies away to y equals 1/2 x. So what we notice is in our two equations, when you have the same slope, and we can see we have different y-intercepts, you are going to have parallel lines. So we want to put that into our notes. So our conjecture is if two linear equations have the same slope, then the graphs of the equations are parallel.